Hi unicorns, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a financial reading to see what we need to know about our finances. It's going to be a pick a card, and you guys can just pick your cards and we're just gonna read. After this though, I will be doing a money spell, and if you follow me on Facebook, I've listed in my story the items, picture of the items that you'll need for the spell, as well as a list of those items, so you could have screenshotted it if you need it, and I gave you plenty of time to be able to go get it over the weekend or whenever you choose to do so. I know I ran a poll on Facebook to see what would be best, or what you guys wanted to do the pick a card on, and we got finances as the winner, even though it was a really close tie between finances and romance, love. So after this, a little bit later this week, I'm going to be doing one for love to see what's going on in our love lives. So we're gonna hop right in. I like to advise you guys to take a deep breath, 3 mindful breaths. When we see the cards, just close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, and choose the stone or the deck, whichever you decide to go. Choose the one or multiple ones that you feel most drawn to, and that is where the message for you will lie. When I'm doing pick a cards from some of my favorite readers like Shanetta or the Tarot Priest or Bahati Life, or Jess with Bahati Life, that's her name. I like to call on my ancestors, spirit guides, and angels to guide me to what it is that I need to hear in that moment. So if you want to go that route, go that route. But no, in spirituality, there's no right or wrong way, as long as you are following the way that you are personally being led by your spirit, your higher self, your spirit guides, ancestors, the Most High, however you identify. So yeah, let's get right to it. All right, my loves. So welcome to the official pick a card for financial readings. We're going to dive in and see what the energy is, your relationship with money right now, if you have any blockages, and all of those good things, how to manifest, removing those blockages, and any messages from your spiritual team. So this is group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. And I'll give you a moment to connect with your higher self, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and the Most High to make your card selection. So we're going to go ahead and get started with group 1. All right, group 1. So our first question is, what is the energy of the finances for those who chose this group? And these were the cards that were selected for this group. So you have the 3 of Cups. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse. You have the Ace of Pentacles. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So let's dive in. Don't mind the noise. I'm just getting comfy. Okay, so with this 3 of Cups energy, your finances are deeply tied to your emotions. You are putting in a lot of work emotionally. You're studying and you are going with the flow of your heart. Sometimes this causes you to feel like you're not getting anywhere but Spirit wants to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be right now. Whatever this is new, and that's why you have these doubts here with this Four of Cups in reverse. With that being said, with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Spirit wants you to know that you have to crawl before you can walk. And right now, where you're at, where you're learning, you're testing things out, like this is just the beginning for you when it comes to your finances. So when you have these moments of self-doubt, don't feel like you're a failure. Understand that what you're dealing with is something that you have to go through, but it's a new journey. It's new to you. It's a new experience. Some of you are not there yet, but you're thinking about it. You're learning about it, or you keep seeing signs that you need to do it, but you haven't really gone beyond that. Spirit is saying stop allowing your doubt, your self-doubt, and the limited beliefs to control this situation for you, because the energy is right, and as long as you stay out of this negative thinking when it comes to, oh, I don't feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm hearing that a lot of you feel like, oh, I'm this age, or oh, I'm here, but I'm lacking this and I'm lacking that. Spirit is saying don't focus on what you're lacking. Focus on what you have. Focus on what it is that you need to learn to grow. Focus on what it is that you need to dive into, that you're very passionate about. Because some of you are on the right path, but you're on, like, it's like your path is a little bit off, and you feel that. It's like you're overlooking something, or you are pushing back the desire to do something that's close to what you're doing, but it's not exactly what you're doing, and you're taking the safest route. Spirit is saying don't take the safest route. Do what makes your heart happy, because that's where you're going to find the joy. And that's really where a lot of the self-doubt that some of you have, not all of you, some of you are just the beginning of what came out, but there are some of you who, if you allow the joy of doing what it is that you love to take control, that's when you're going to be able to rid yourself of these limiting beliefs and self-doubts that you're struggling back and forth with. And I'm also hearing stop comparing yourselves to others. Your journey's not their journey. Whatever this is meant to be done from the heart. Whatever your heart's passion is, that's not going to leave you. I tell people that. If you follow me on my Facebook, I tell you guys that all the time. If it's something that's in your heart, if you're doing something that's not coming from your heart place, it's never going to leave you alone. You're always going to think about it. And you don't want to be that person who's 82 years old wishing that when you were the age that you are now, you just done it. Because what do you have to lose? There's nothing to lose. And our next question is, what is your relationship with money? What did I say? You are very close to achieving your goal. Like, Spirit wants you to know that if you just focus on the right now and stop worrying about your past and don't concern yourself with the future, focus on right now, and you're going to go exactly where it is that you need to go. All you got to do is release these limiting beliefs, and you there. You in there. Like, don't stress it, boo. You got this. I promise you. And Spirit is confirming that for you with this card. You are very close to achieving your goal. So don't give up. Don't allow the self-doubt, the naysayers, the haters to quit. And I'm hearing some of you need to stop telling other people that give you negative vibes when you give them good news, or you are excited like, oh my God, girl, guess what? And then you let them know you all excited, you hype, and they be like, oh, okay, that's good. And you be like, well, damn, I was excited. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say the D word. But dang, I was excited. And this chick acting like it's just pulling up to McDonald's to get a double cheeseburger. Like, what? Stop sharing with them. Stop sharing with those type of people that don't share the same joy and excitement for you as you do for them. Spirit is saying, you got to cut out those people who don't bring you good vibes. And then our next question was, If there's anything that is causing financial blockages for this group, what is it? You got the Eight of Pentacles, and you got Judgment. With this, I feel like this is what I just said. One, you're too hard on yourself. But you're hard on yourself because of the things that you are picking up from other people. There are people in your life that you need to release. It's like they love you, but they got a secret jealousy for you. And when you take that in, you turn yourself into your worst enemy almost. It's like you beat yourself up over things that you've accomplished. Like, you're not giving yourself credit for the good things that you've done. You continuously look at the bad, the negative, and oh, I should have done this or I should have done that, instead of focusing on the facts. Like, every step counts. You can't get there if you miss a step or if you stop taking steps. So why not celebrate every step? Why not share your joy with people who are genuinely happy for you? And even if you have to be genuinely happy by yourself, baby, treat yourself. That's why I promote self-love so hard. If you follow me again on Facebook, you know that self-love is my jam. We have Self-Care Sunday every Sunday over here, and I don't do anything or talk to anyone that I don't want to talk to. And if too many people impose on my Self-Care Sunday, when I'm very open about the fact that I'm not available on Sundays for anybody's drama, problems, stress, or any of that, I don't commit myself to it. And I'll get in that mode in the week too. So I mean, you got to take care of you. You have to take care of your mental, and you have to protect your space. And this is important when you are working on financial goals, because there are so many people out there who doubt themselves. There's no way that they can truly believe in you, and that's okay. It's nothing negative towards those people, but sometimes you just have to put your focus on you. And Spirit is saying, it's time to let those type of people go. Learn to love them from afar, because love is an energy that never dies. And if you truly love them and they truly love you, eventually you'll both meet back up on the same path with an understanding. But for now, Spirit is saying the people that aren't conducive to your financial growth, you got to cut them off for a minute. You got to step away from them, because they want to mean you some good, but because of how they feel about themselves, it's impossible to see you in a different light without them being jealous or without them doubting you. And you don't need that type of doubt on top of how hard you already are on yourself. All right, next is what steps you need to take to remove the blockages. We kind of touched that already, but the Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, your soul tribe. So what did I say? The people that aren't for you, that aren't supporting you, you got to let them go. And then you got awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So that is all in one. That's a part of cutting yourself off from other people and spending time with yourself to connect with your higher self, so that you can have your vibration raised by your spiritual team, so that you can have a new way of seeing things, so that you can have a new way of talking to yourself, so that you can have a new way of releasing your limiting beliefs and turning those into unlimited beliefs. And all of this is going to, by connecting with the people who have the same growth mentality when it comes to finances and upgrading your physical life in this physical realm, it's all going to be integrated for you, and you're going to vibe higher, and you're going to be surrounded by those people who have those same goals, not the exact same goals as you. Like, I'm not saying if you want to open a nail shop, only hang around people with nail shops, but hang around people who have dreams for themselves, who believe in themselves, who take time for themselves, who understands you not from just a mental level, but from a spiritual level. Somebody who's around you that can see or tell without you even saying a word, whether you're putting on a smile on or you're just resting face syndrome. Be around the people who know and can feel that energy and feel that connection with you. Those people are out there, and spirit is aligning your life the moment you let go of these people who aren't doing that. Like, your life will be aligned to connect with these people. And some of you have already connected, but fear is stopping you, and you don't have the space for them spiritually because you are connected to these people who aren't what you need them to be in regards to being a friend, or in regards to being a supportive friend when it comes to your financial goals and your dreams for yourself. Righty, and what to do to get in alignment to manifest the abundance you desire. Love, be bold, make the first move. I think this goes back to those friends and that friendship type energy where you put yourself on a vibration of love, where you are vibing high, because love is one of the highest vibrations that you can get on. And once you get on the vibration of love, you operate different. You look at life differently. You learn when it's time to, be like, you know what? Y'all can have that. I'm here to have fun, so let's have fun. Or, you know what? This is not serving me. I love you guys, but I'm going to holler at y'all. Spirit is saying, get on that vibration. Once you get on that vibration, it's going to be easy for you to reach out to these people and be like, hey girl, what's up? I saw you was da-da-da-da-da, and I feel like we should network or work on something together, or just get together and have a glass of wine and vibe and chill and kick it and just make the first move. Like, invite them out. But you got to cut off those people who don't mean you no good, so that that energy doesn't intertwine, because a lot of times we can connect with negative thinking people, and it causes us to think negatively. And then when we have good people in our lives, we question their goodness because we've surrounded ourselves with people who are very negative, or who looks at life from a negative perspective. And you don't want that to trickle over into your soul tribes, because then that'll cause you delays, and we don't need that. If you did, we wouldn't be watching or doing a financial reading right now. So our last question is any messages from spirit guides, ancestors, angels, the divine, however you believe, to encourage you on your financial journey. And we have trust, we have the Five of Swords in reverse, and we have Justice in reverse. This is the second time the Justice card has come out. And this time, with it being reversed, Spirit is saying, stop the self-judgment. The Four of Swords in reverse. Get out of your head. You're highly protected. And then with this card, I want to bring this one a little bit closer so you guys can read it yourselves. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. And this came out at the beginning of the reading, and when I pulled these cards yesterday, I left them on my altar. I did not look at them when I pulled them unless they were flipped upright, but I just put them in order in line with my questions. And I put them, to the side, let them sit, touched them, meditated with them and all of that. But this is just wrapping it up and confirming everything that came out for this group. So I hope that you guys take this to heart. I hope that you got something that's going to help you move forward. If you need help or you need support, understand that my comment section or inbox is always open. This is my first time doing a full pick a card video with this many cards and a full reading. But I'm going to put my contact information in the comments. I do personal readings. If you like to move forward and do that, just reach out. I'll link my website. And let me know how this was for you in the comments. I'm always here to help. I left my 9 to 5 to devote my life to helping others along their journey because my life has truly transformed. The person I am today, I would have never thought I would be this woman 10 years ago. I wouldn't have. So if I can do it and I can go from where I came from and be happy and blissful in the midst of anything that I go through, I want to help people be able to tap into that energy. So if you need me, don't hesitate to reach out. So thank you, Group 1. Let me know how it was in the comments. Unicorns, I am here for you. If you have not heard it today, I love you. And we're going to move on to Group 2. All right, Group 2, it's your turn to get read. All right, so the first part, or our first question was, what is the energy of the finances for those who chose this group? So you got the Hierophant in reverse, the Hangman in reverse, the 8 of Cups in reverse, and the 2 of Wands. We got a lot of reversals here. This is an indication that you guys have been too stressed in regards to your finances, and you are taking action kind of blindly at this point. Spirit is saying put yourself in the position to learn more. There's more for you to know, more for you to learn, and allow life to kind of flow a little bit. Take a step back and put yourself in the position to learn, study, reach out, look for those people who are doing the things that you want to do or at the places that you want to be at, and put yourself in the position to learn from them. I'm also feeling like there are people, like some of you are wanting a promotion or something at work at a 9 to 5 and not necessarily a personal business. And the person that you are to learn from is somebody that you don't typically favor too much because of their energy. I feel like this person is just one of those people, like, if you get to know them, they're not who they are on the outside. It's just the appearance because of their natural nature. I'm feeling there's a misconception of this person, and Spirit is leading you to kind of try to break the ice with them, for those of you who relate this way. For others, there's somebody who's doing what you desire to do, but I'm hearing Spirit say that you fear doing it because you don't want these other people who do the same thing to feel like you're copying them. But in reality, they won't feel like that. They're going to be happy to help you if you just reach out. But Spirit is saying now it's time to make the decision on, whether you want to chase this dream or you're just going to sit back and keep talking yourself out of it, because a lot of this is mental for you, or emotional, so to speak. But Spirit is saying, if you stay there, then you're not going to move forward with what it is that you desire in your life, and you have to take a step. It's time to make a choice to take action, because if you don't take action, nothing's going to happen. Like, you can't expect to walk to the mailbox if you never take a step towards your mailbox. Same thing, there's something waiting for you. I guess that's why the mailbox analogy was placed on my mind. And be mindful, y'all, I use weird analogies, but I try to keep it as simple as possible, and I just go with whatever Spirit gives me. This time, Spirit gave me walking to the mailbox. Since I got that, though, I feel like there is something that's going to be delivered to you spiritually in regards to your finances, but you have to get out of this, I won't say negative way of thinking, but this way of saying, I'm going to do it, and then find 15,000 reasons why you don't need to do it or why it's not the right time. Spirit is saying the time is now. The time is now to move forward. The time is now to take action. It's time to get out of that emotional space of talking yourself out of it and feeling less than, because you are greater than. You You are greater than what you feel like you are. And Spirit is saying it's time to move forward and tap into that energy that's within you. Because like I told group 1, if it's in you, it's not going to go nowhere. No matter how many times you try to talk yourself out of it, it's not going to leave. It's never going to leave. It's not going to leave. So this is where your energy is, and Spirit is saying, it's time to shift out of that. And our next question was, what is your relationship with money? Show the world the real you. So with this card coming out, I feel like this is an indication that a lot of this, I don't need to do it, the time is not now, and being shy about doing it is because you are conforming to the standards and desires and expectations of others instead of stepping into the expectations and desires of your own heart and your own soul. And Spirit is saying, it's time to step out of that. Show the world who you really are. Show them what you're really made of. Show them what you are capable of. Because, baby, it is in you, and there ain't nothing that you're going to be able to do to take it out of you. And when you get old, like I told group 1, you're going to regret not moving forward with whatever this is that's been placed on your heart, whether this is a promotion at your job and you're trying to move up the ladder. I'm hearing somebody feels like, oh, well, I don't have the education. Well, if you need the education, go get it. But understand that there are ways around that. Spirit is saying if you work hard enough without the education, without the student debt, you will get the position that you desire because you were made for that. It's a way, like outside of being a doctor or a lawyer, it's ways to get what you want, like things that really require degrees in order for you to be allowed to work. There's not an office job or a company job that you can't do without a degree. It's been done for years. And the degree thing became standard. I don't know why this is so adamant in what I'm hearing in my clairaudient abilities, but Spirit is saying some of you don't even need that. You just need to do the work and stop doubting yourself. Stop talking yourself out of it. Push forward. Learn everything that you can learn. Shadow those people who are already in those positions. Look up to those people who already have those businesses. Study their Instagram, study their Snapchat, study their Facebook, study their Twitter, study their Pinterest, study everything that you can study to learn what it is that you need to learn. Try it out, even if it's not on a business or professional level. Try it out in a personal way and see how it works for you. Figure out what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Get on Etsy. See what those people are doing. There are so many resources. Even this YouTube is a resource. Google it. Like, it's so much available to you. Spirit is saying you are choosing to be stagnant, and it's time to step out of that and show the world who you really are, because this dream is not going to go anywhere. It's not going to leave. It's yours. And it's time for you to take it in, nurture it, grow it, and give birth to it. Next, what if anything is causing financial blockages? You have the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This is an indication that maybe you need to start saving a little bit of money or investing your money a little bit more wisely and not getting stuck in your head. Take control of your thoughts. Release the negative thoughts. Release the thoughts, and I'm not gonna even call them negative thoughts. Release the thoughts of talking yourself out of things, because you were destined for the greatness that you desire in your heart. If you weren't, it wouldn't be in your heart. What steps can they take to remove the blockages? You got Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. The crumbling, what are you clinging on to? With this, Spirit is saying, connect with the others. Connect with the people in a way that is going to uplift them. Let go of the things that don't serve you. Connect with the people who are also trying to rise up to the same level that you are trying to rise up to. Surround yourself with those people. This has been the theme of the financial issues and blockages so far. Being connected to people who aren't helping us grow. Spirit is saying, what do you feel like you're missing? What do you have to lose at this point by stepping out and learning more and growing more? Even if you just read a book and learn about it, like that takes you a step closer than where you were yesterday when you didn't take any steps towards it. Spirit is saying, if you want it, why are you holding on to your current position? You cannot move forward by holding on to what's behind you or anchoring yourself to where you are now. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be content where you are now. But when you get to the point of desiring more, and I feel like this group has a strong desire for more, and you feel like you're doing everything right, you feel like you're putting in the best effort where you are, but Spirit is saying it's going to take a little bit more, and you're going to have to step outside of that comfort zone, because the comfort zone is no longer serving you. And the energy of wanting more, desiring more, wanting to do more, wanting to give more, and this energy of uplifting humanity, like whatever this is that y'all want to do, is not even a selfish thing. So why are you holding on to your current position? You can't move to the next position if you don't let go. And Spirit is saying your fear and unwillingness to let go is what is stopping you from moving forward. Right? And what do you need to do to get an alignment to remove those blockages? See, this is all about y'all's career. And with this, Spirit is saying you got career and a new romantic cycle begins. Spirit is saying, first of all, it's not fair to you to hold yourself in a position that you don't want to be in. It's not fair to you to commit yourself to something that's not making you happy anymore. Like, you're content, you're satisfied, but are you truly happy? Spirit is saying go after the dream that you desire for yourself. If you are still living and breathing, it's never too late. And you started to try to convince yourself that it's too late and you're just stuck, and Spirit is saying that you're not. Whatever it is that you desire to do, Spirit is saying take the first move. Put in the application. Ask that person what it is that they've done to get started, and watch how you fall in love not only with the new journey, but who it helps you to become. You're going to fall in love with the new version of you that's going to come from you stepping out on this faith and taking that step, taking that leap of faith to manifest these desires into your reality. Right now, what to do to get an alignment to manifest the abundance that you desire. So we have the Tower in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Spirit wants you to know that some of you are feeling like life is about to fall apart, or like you're never going to move forward. The Spirit also wants you to know that once you take the first step, you're going to be taken swiftly into your new journey, into your desires. And it's going to be a completion of that old cycle to where it's going to be a new cycle, and you're going to have to let go of the things that hurt you and the things that set you back. There may even be people who are being, like, I'm feeling a really mean spirit when I look at this Nine of Swords in reverse. Some of you have people in your lives that discourage you purposely. They talk down on you. Spirit is saying you gotta let them go. They don't mean you any good. They don't serve your higher purpose. And then you got a final message from your spirit, guides, ancestors, angels, the divine. Self-sabotage. This has been pretty much the theme of you talking yourself out of chasing your dreams. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that details those carefully woven plans. Again, talking yourself out of it. Your ancestors want you to know, like, no matter what this other person that I picked up from this Nine of Swords is saying, or these other people, I don't know if these are people at work, people in your personal life, both for some of you, or just you, the other side of you, your shadow self. But Spirit is saying you have to let go, because every little detail is being convinced that it's been done wrong, or I could have done this better, instead of just being happy and satisfied, because the beauty is there. You just have to open your eyes and see it. The opportunity is there. You just have to take it. The opportunity is there. You just have to accept it. You have to move out of the way and take the step of faith and move forward regardless of how afraid you are. And once you do that, like I said, it's going to just take off. You're not going to be able to control where it goes or how it goes. And Spirit really wants you to know that. And I feel an urge to pull this card. Hold on, not that one, because this came from the other reading. Put it on top. Justice. With the Justice card, Spirit is still reminding you, like, do it not to just help others, but this is going to help you. This is fair to you. I'm hearing you're fair to everybody else except yourself, and you deserve the same kindness, the same love, the same admiration and adoration that you give others. You deserve it for yourself too. And your spirit guides and ancestors want you to be fair to yourself just as much as you are fair to others. So, Group 2, this was your reading. Let me know if this resonates with you. If you need my help, like I told Group 1, I'm always available. I'm going to try to remember to leave my contact information in the comments. And my website information, I do offer private readings, and they are not that expensive, guys. So if you need me, don't hesitate to book. I'm happy to book for you. I do offer video chat readings as well as recorded readings like this one. You can ask questions in both. It's just with one, the questions are real time. And the other one, you know, you ask beforehand, and I just answer whatever you ask me with the cards. But if you have not heard it today, I love you, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Now we're going to move on to Group 3. All right, Group 3, welcome. It is your turn. You are up next. So we're going to jump right in, just as I always do, because we ain't got time to be wasting time, and I know y'all want to hear what we got to know about these finances. So let's get to it. The first question is just questioning your energy with the finances for those who chose this group. So you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You guys, I think, got the most cards. The Sun and the King of Cups. Make sure they're all in frame. Boom, there we go. So with the Ace of Cups in reverse, this is an indication that your emotions and feelings towards money is a little bit off. You feel like you are working towards the money that you desire, but it's been a little rough for you to get there. You still have hope that things are going to work out the way that they need to, and you've also been learning to master your feelings and learning to be content and just have a sense of gratitude for what it is that you already have, because some of you have I won't say troubled past, but some of you have a past where you didn't have much growing up, or you didn't have what everybody else had. And I know how that is, and that energy can help you to be happy. Now, some of you have become stagnant, and others have felt like it's a constant up and down between, okay, everything is perfect, to boom, everything's falling apart, and everything's perfect, and boom, everything falls apart again. Spirit is saying, learn to control those emotions, master those emotions, and it's like that's the lesson. That's the lesson, to learn to continue to be grateful whether things are good or bad, because a lot of the negative that you go through in life is because of your vibration being low and you allowing, some of you suffer from depression and anxiety, and you're allowing that to set in and take over sometimes, and Spirit is saying that's why it feels so rough. If you don't have a therapist, I'm hearing you guys need to get a therapist. Some of you do. Some of you already have a therapist. Some of you have been to a therapist, but you have not utilized your therapist or been honest with your therapist as you need to. If you fall in any of those categories, Spirit is saying it's time to change it, because once you do, there's no stopping you. Your financial breakthrough is literally on the horizon. It's just raising your vibe that needs to happen. But we're going to go a little deeper and see what your relationship is with money. Spirit got work through your fears. You are good enough. So with this, I feel like some of you in this group, you're fearful of the future. Some of you have a strong fear of going back to what it is that you came from. And a lot of times you guys look at yourselves and be like, but man, I came from this. Like, I don't deserve no shit. Like, no, I'm sorry. I don't deserve no stuff like that. I cuss y'all, but I gotta stop. So bear with me. I gotta stop for my YouTube channel. Let's be clear on that. I like cussing. But some of you have to learn to work through that. And again, this has literally been the theme for all 3 groups I've done so far. The self-limiting beliefs is not your circumstances, it's your beliefs and your energy around the circumstances. It's time to find things to help lift your vibe. I'm hearing a lot of you need to work on your self-confidence and tap into that Virgo can-do energy. And now is a good time to do that, since we are in Virgo season. It's time to tap into that energy and do what it is that you need to do to get where it is that you desire to be when it comes to your finances. And it's the energy that's blocking it for this group. It's your thoughts. Like, the law of attraction is real. What you think, that's what you're going to attract. And Spirit is saying, despite what you are thinking, you are more than good enough. And it's time for you to step into that and realize that. I challenge you to do something that you wanted to do, that you've been desiring to do, that you've been like, man, I wish I could do that, but I'm scared. Do it. Do it. That's going to instantly lift your vibe. And once you catch that vibe and you catch that high rise, ain't nothing going to be able to tear you down from that. And that's going to give you a very strong momentum. If you're afraid to get on roller coasters, go to Six Flags before it gets too cold. Get on a roller coaster. Just do it. I promise you, you're going to be okay. And it's going to be scary. It's going to be terrifying. You're going to want to talk yourself out of it. But Spirit is saying, just go do the thing. Do the thing. Catch the vibe. And once you catch it, you're going to get this natural high and be so happy that you did it. Even if you never do it again, like, you're going to be able to say, I did this. And if I can do that, I can do anything. And I'm good enough to do anything that I put my mind to. That's the energy that Spirit is saying you need to get on. But it's your energy and your thought process that is causing you blockages. And now, what steps do you need to take to remove said blockages? You have the Tower and Strength in reverse. 2 major arcana cards. The things that are not serving you, it's time to let it go. And for some of you, this is a complete life change. This is walking away from a marriage that you're not happy in. This is walking away from a job that does not satisfy you. This is correcting people who have wronged you despite their titles in your life. This is standing up for yourself. This is ending, for some of you, decade-term relationships with people that don't make you happy, that you're just there because it's comfortable. And I say that because the Tower card is the card of everything falling apart so that better things can come together. And with the Strength in reverse, Spirit is saying be vulnerable once you make this step. You don't have to be vulnerable with anybody else, but definitely be vulnerable with yourself. Some of you need to be vulnerable before you take this step, before you release these people, before you walk away from this thing or these people that aren't serving you. Spirit is saying be vulnerable with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And if you are my Facebook friend, you know in the most recent months, probably the last 4 or 5 months, I've had to do a lot of soul searching and being vulnerable with myself and being honest with myself, and accept that a lot of things that I was living was not things that I was doing because they made me happy. I was doing those things because it was what someone else desired. It was what other people expected of me, and though they were great expectations, it just wasn't what I wanted. And doing that, and I'm sharing that with you to encourage you to do it scared, because I'm in a place now where I'm happier and freer than I think I've ever been since I was a child. And I didn't think I was ever going to be able to say that while paying bills at the same time. But boom, here I am, happy and glad I done it. So if I can do it, you can do it. And that mentality, if I can do it, you can do it, comes from how this reading started off. Coming from having a little of nothing, watching the people around me have everything. And when I say nothing, I don't mean nothing as in I was living in a box or anything like that, but I had some struggles growing up. I grew up without both of my parents, and I'm not going to dive into that because those parts of me have healed, but it made me who I was. It set my path. And if I carried all that darkness up until a couple of years ago, I want to say I've been on my spiritual journey 7-8 years, but I've always had spiritual gifts my whole entire life. But to actually tap into those gifts has been about 8 years now. It's life-changing. And if I can do it, coming from the person that I used to be, and the only way you understand what I'm saying is kind of one of those, if you know things. If you knew me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if I can do it, you can do it. Because I consider myself to just be me. Like, I'm special in my own way and in my own light, but so is everybody else, including you. So make the changes that you need to make and do it unapologetically. Like, even though this Strength card in reverse is here, Spirit chose this card for you because there is strength in being vulnerable. Everybody can't do that. There are people who go to their graves never being honest with themselves, never being honest with the people around them until they're on their deathbed and they can't do anything else about it. Don't be those people. Do it scared. Do it despite how anybody else feels. Because if they love you, y'all will figure out a way to make it work and to be involved in each other's lives. If not, then there's better for you and there's better for them. Whether it's a spouse, a sister, a brother, mom, dad, friend, cousin, whatever. There's better for both of you. And Spirit is saying that's going to be the way and the route that you need to take to remove these financial blockages, because this is not something that, some type of action that you are doing or a wrong decision. This is all about your energy right now. It's about your vibration. It's the law of attraction that's taking a heavy presence here, that's causing you financial blockages. And it's time to move through that energy. Let's see. So next is, what do you need to do to get in alignment to manifest the abundance you desire? You have leap, confirmation of everything that I just said. You go first and the universe will catch you. That means take the leap of faith. Let the BS go. Let the things that aren't serving you or making you happy or just causing you to be stagnant or doubt yourself, let it go. Let it go and trust that the God of your choosing is going to satisfy you. Sorry guys, that was my son looking for his dad. But yeah, Spirit is saying the universe will catch you and the universe will guide you to where it is that you need to be. You're going to go exactly where you need to be, but this is the action that you need to take. And some of you knew this before you clicked on this video, and that's okay. The first step is admitting that there are people in your lives that you once adored that are no longer serving you, and it's okay. Right, our next question is, what should you be investing your energy into to attract abundance? So Spirit is saying truth, a time to give rather than take. And this is not giving to anybody else. This is about your truth. This is about you giving yourself the opportunity to acknowledge your truth. That's why there's a mirror here. That's why this is a new moon card. And then it's new moon in Virgo. This is an indication to focus on you, and it's time to be honest with yourself, as has come out earlier in the reading. Be honest with yourself about what's in your heart. Give yourself the opportunity to see that as an opportunity. Give yourself the opportunity to grow and get something different so that you can have something different. It's time to invest your energy into being honest with yourself about your desires in life and the people that you are surrounding yourself with and your current energy, and starting over. Yes, it's scary to start over, and yes, it's scary to take leaps of faith, but Spirit wants you to know that there's beauty in that. And I think I might have said that earlier, but it came back up, so I'm giving you what Spirit is giving me. Self-care and honoring yourself and standing firm in your truth is not selfish. It's okay to give to yourself. And this came out in this way for this particular group because a lot of you are people pleasers. A lot of you do everything for everybody else and constantly put yourself on the back burner. And you don't need to do that anymore. And finally, we're going to pull your messages from Spirit. You have choices. You have the Fool in reverse. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. With this, this is an indication that it's not the money that you need to work on. It's the inner spirit. Spirit is saying you are unwilling to be spontaneous. You have gotten too comfortable in your comfort zones and you have allowed others to lead you and guide you to be what they desire you to be, and you haven't given yourself any thought. A lot of you in this group look in the mirror and don't recognize the person in the mirror. Someone can ask you to tell you about yourself, tell them about yourself, and you don't know what to say because you don't know who you are. And then, like I did with the other two groups, you have choices. When you accept responsibility for your life and the choices you make, you begin to tap into the power of your own spirit. You'll be able to listen to and appreciate the intuitive wisdom that's inside you and apply it positively and constructively to your outside world. So this is a reiteration of what I said earlier. It's not that you're taking wrong actions. That's why the first 5 cards that came out said, as far as finances, you're pretty good. Like, you're straight. You're not where you want to be because you want more in life. But in order to get that, this is going to have to be something that's changed energetically and on the inside, rather than focusing on the finances and what's in the bank account. This is going to, you got to put yourself in alignment. Alignment is very important for this group. But like I told group 1 and group 2, group 3, if y'all need me, let me know. My information is going to be in the comment section, not in the comment section, but the description section, I think. Bear with me, y'all. This is my first long video. But it's going to be there for you guys to contact me. I do offer private, inexpensive readings that I'll be happy to do one for you guys. I do book pretty fast. If you guys would like, let me know in the comments, and I'll link my Facebook profile as well. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Let me know how this reading was for you. Let me know if it resonated with you. And I look forward to seeing you guys when we read about love. If you have not heard it today, your girl loves you. And I hope y'all have a good day. And now we're going to move on to group 4. All right, group 4, welcome. It is your turn next. So we're going to just jump right in like we did with all the other groups. First question, what is the energy of the finances for the people that chose group 4? I thought group 3 had the most cards, but no, you guys did. You got the High Priestess, the 4 of Wands, the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, make more room, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Okay, so it's a lot of money going on right here. First off, Spirit is saying you guys are in a place of learning and applying the work. When it comes to your finances, you have been chasing this dream. However, you have had difficult choices and you guys kind of been jumping into it blindly. But you've also been saving. Some of you are starting a lot of different things, and Spirit is saying, it's time to make a decision on what it is that you want to do. Some of you guys are all over the place. And I'm hearing that some of you, the thing that you are most passionate about, you fear that it's not financially lucrative enough, which is why you keep going on all these different ventures. A lot of you that chose this group are entrepreneurs. Spirit is saying, put your energy into the thing that you're most passionate about. And take that extra energy that you're giving to all these other business ventures. Take that extra energy and incorporate it into your passion. Because the way you're being guided, it's like you're not wrong, but it's kind of like hitting 3 foul balls before you actually hit a good ball and be able to run to first base, or hitting 3 foul balls before hitting a home run. That type of energy. Spirit is saying take that extra energy and find a creative way, because the creativity is there, and don't be afraid of it, because for some of you this is gonna be weird, or it's not even gonna be weird, it's gonna feel weird, but Spirit is saying go with it. It's going to help you grow into someone that's no longer weird for. For some of you, it's going to be awkward. Some of you, I'm hearing you are having a hard time choosing to walk away from your 9 to 5 and putting your focus on your business, but you have the means to do so because you've been saving up to do so. Spirit is saying for those of you who have the 9 to 5 and you want to leave, and you are at a lucrative enough point with your side hustle to do that, leave. But ultimately, for this group, the energy is about making a decision in regards to your finances, a stable and steady decision that you could put all of your focus on, instead of overwhelming yourself with a whole bunch of this and that. Your current relationship with money, a personal issue, reaches resolution. So some of you are seeing that putting all this energy out here to all these different projects and adventures when it comes to your finances, you're seeing it's too much. And once you make the decision and be able to dedicate this extra time and this extra energy to this one thing, now I'm not saying put all of your eggs in one basket, but I am saying start combining these things slowly. Find a way to combine these things slowly. And once you take that first step of combination, you're going to kind of see how all of the things that you have going on are really connected to each other. And there's a unique and lucrative way that you can intertwine this all together. And once you do that, that's when you're going to stop feeling like you're overwhelmed and like it's not enough you and like you need a clone. Like, put it all together. How you're going to do that, that's something that you're going to need to manifest on, but we're going to go a little bit deeper to get a little bit more guidance in regards to the steps that you can take spiritually to kind of get that ball rolling, which leads us to our next question of anything that you're holding on to that you need to release that's causing a financial blockage for you. You got the 6 of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the 2 of Cups. We're back to making choices. Spirit really wants you to focus on what it is that you are good at and run with it, because there is something about this desire when it came out with this High Priestess that is unique. That is also, I'm not going to use the word sacred, but I'm going to say special and wise. And it's meant to take off. But you have to learn to see your uniqueness too. And I think that's where your blockages is coming in, because you are being a bit too practical about the situation instead of just going with the flow and tapping into your unique spirit. Because a lot of you are those people who are like, yeah, I'm weird and I don't give AF. So tap into that and use that energy to your advantage, because that's why it's honestly there. I need a sip, y'all. Okay. Steps you could take to remove financial blockages. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change. Again, we're back to this energy of just being all over the place. Spirit is saying, do the things that are in alignment with you. Don't just do things because they bring you money. That's what's causing you to feel this energy of being unhappy and feeling like you're all over the place and feeling like there's not enough time in the day and feeling like you need a clone. It's because you are literally doing way too much that's not even in alignment with who you are. And it's like you are losing pieces of yourself by dividing yourself into this. And none of the things, especially not your passion, is as great as it can be because you're so divided between so many different things and so many different projects. And for some of you, I felt like this was business, but for some of you, this is simply related to you need to tell those people that you cannot work all those extra hours and do everybody else's work at your job. Like, I don't know who that was for, but you need to tell them no. Like, it's okay to work overtime. It's okay to get the coin. Like, the coin is nice. But for some of you that's not into entrepreneurship, this is simply about learning to say no. Like, you don't have to work until every time that you're off, the only thing that you can do is sleep. Don't work yourself in that way, because if you leave this world tomorrow, I promise you your job won't be online within a couple of days. So dedicate to yourself and work as needed. It's okay to be a great employee. It's okay to get recognized, but it's even more okay to be in a lot, like, it's necessary. I'm not even going to say it's just okay. It's necessary for you to be in alignment to get the happiness that you desire. And that's whether you're an entrepreneur or you're working a 9 to 5, because there's nothing wrong with neither, but it's time to get in alignment nonetheless and learn who you are again, because I'm hearing who you were a couple of years ago is not who you are now, but you're so involved with everything else that you are losing sight of who it is that you actually are inside. What should you be investing your energy into to attract abundance? You have transformation and a time for healing. With this energy, Spirit is saying, in order to get in alignment, you need to invest your time into your healing. Once you do the healing, that's when you're going to see the transformation in your life. That's when you're going to see the growth in your finances. That's when you're going to be able to tell these people, no, I can't do that. That's when that creativity to combine all of these business ventures into one thing without working yourself to death, working 20 hours a day out of 24, sleeping 2 and cooking and doing all the other stuff that you have to do. Like, you can't keep running off fumes. And Spirit is saying it's time for you to let go of some of this energy, because some of you are doing all of this to avoid facing the fact that you don't know who you are anymore. And like I told group 3, that can be a hard thing to deal with and be honest with yourself about. But it's necessary if you want these finances to grow. And Spirit is telling you directly, it is time for you to invest your energy and your time into yourself right now, into your own growth, into your own business, into your own dreams, into your own desires. For those of you who's working, I'm hearing you need to ask them people for a raise and to pay you if you're going to be doing all that work. And some of this transformation, for those of you who are in that space, Spirit is saying, don't train another person to come into that job and be over you. Don't do it. Because if you are good enough to train somebody to do it, then you are good enough to ask for that position. And you focusing on your healing is going to put you in the position to ask to apply. Or to just, like, you know, for some of you, you don't even have to ask to apply. You can just apply and you're going to get it. But in order to get it, you have to work on your healing so that you can transform and feel within you what others see outside of you. And I hope that makes sense. That's how it came to me. I can't even break it down no further than that, because people see things in you that you don't see in yourself. I think that's the better explanation. The Spirit is saying, in order for you to see and feel those things from your heart space and receive what it is that you deeply desire in that job, you're going to have to work on your healing. You're going to have to work on the self-love to let yourself know, hey, I deserve this just as much as anybody else. And then go after it with a vengeance. And now we're going to end with special messages from your ancestors, angels, spirit team, the divine, however you identify. You have nature, the sun, and the 10 of Pentacles. Like, this is the energy of the whole Drake vibe with the life is good. Like, life is about to take off once you do this healing, baby. Spirit is saying, with this nature card, this is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer. So take this time to connect and spend more quality time outdoors. For some of you, you love being outside, but you've been so tied up and doing all these things, staying at this job all these hours, that you ain't had time to even go sit outside and breathe no fresh air, or sit outside and have a cup of coffee, or sit outside and watch the sunset or the sunrise. Like, get outside. Get connected back to nature. That's an intricate part of what brings you peace. And Spirit is saying you need to take part of that. So, this is your reading. Thank you guys as well for tuning in. Let me know in the comments if this helped you. If you guys want my Facebook information, let me know. I will post it. As of right now, I'm not going to, because I X up on Facebook sometimes. That's all I'm going to say. But I love you guys. If you have not heard it today, again, let me know if this resonates. I'm always here for you guys if you need me. I took the leap of faith myself and left my 9 to 5 so that I could do this full time. So I am here for you guys, except on Sunday. Sunday is my self-care day. If anybody else watches to the end, this is my first time saying it, but hey, it is what it is. I'll put it in the description, I guess. So if I don't write you back on Sunday, that's why, because I don't do that on Sunday. But I love you guys. Good night.